The jungle does not begin with sound. It begins with stillness, a kind of quiet that feels thick, almost like it has weight. The air hangs heavy, warm, and slow, as if even time itself has decided to take a nap. You are standing at the edge of it now. In front of you, a wall of green. Not just trees, but layers of life stacked on top of each other. Vines twist like lazy snakes. Leaves overlap so tightly they block the sky. The sunlight, what little gets through, comes down in soft, broken pieces. Nothing sharp, nothing harsh, just a gentle glow. It looks peaceful, too peaceful. And for a moment, you might think, there is nothing here. No movement, no voices, no sign that anything has ever happened in this place. Just plants, just earth, just time stretching on and on. But the jungle is patient. It waits. And slowly, very slowly, the silence begins to change. First, a faint hum. So soft you almost miss it. Then another, and another. Soon, you notice the air is not empty at all. It's filled with tiny sounds, layered so carefully they blend together. Insects buzzing in uneven rhythms. Leaves shifting slightly, even when there is no wind. Somewhere far away, a bird calls out once, then decides that is enough talking for today. Nothing rushes here. Everything moves like it has nowhere else to be. If you stand still long enough, your own breathing starts to match the jungle. Slow in, slow out. Like you've accidentally joined some kind of very quiet club. No meetings, no rules, just existing. And yet, beneath all of this calm, there is something else. Something hidden. Because jungles are very good at keeping secrets. They don't just grow. They cover. They wrap around things. They climb. They sink roots into cracks and pull things apart, piece by piece, without ever making a fuss about it. Give the jungle enough time, and it can take something large, something important, and make it disappear completely. A building, a road, even an entire city, gone. Not destroyed in some loud, dramatic way. No explosions, no sudden collapse, just slowly erased. Covered in green until it becomes part of the forest itself. Like it was always meant to be there, or like it was never there at all. If you look out into the jungle now, you would not see anything unusual. Just trees, just shadows, just the soft rise and fall of the land. But what if the ground beneath those trees is not natural? What if those gentle hills are not hills at all? What if, under layers of soil and roots and time, there are walls? Stone walls. Old ones. Built by hands that have long since turned to dust. It's a strange thought. The kind that doesn't shout for attention, but quietly sits in the back of your mind. The kind that makes you look a little closer at things you would normally ignore. That slightly raised patch of earth. That line of stones that seems a bit too straight. That tree growing at an odd angle, like it found something solid underneath. The jungle does not explain these things. It does not offer clues in a neat and helpful way. It simply lets them exist. And if no one notices, that's perfectly fine with it. Because time works differently here. Out in the modern world, things change quickly. Cities grow. Buildings rise. Roads stretch across land that once had no names. Everything feels fast. Busy. But in the jungle, time slows down. A year passes like a quiet breath. A decade drifts by like a cloud. A century barely leaves a mark. And during all that time, the jungle keeps growing. It does not stop. It does not forget. It just keeps adding layer after layer, leaf after leaf, root after root, until whatever lies beneath is sealed away. Hidden. Silent. It's almost comforting in a way. The idea that something could rest undisturbed for so long. No noise. No pressure. No need to be anything other than what it already is. Just still. But there is also a quiet mystery in that comfort. Because if something has been hidden for that long, it must have a story. Something was built here. Someone lived here. People walked on this ground long before the trees took over. They spoke, laughed, worked, rested. They had routines. They had worries. They had small, ordinary moments just like we do now. And then, at some point, they were gone. No loud goodbye. No clear ending. Just absence. And the jungle stepped in, as it always does, and gently covered everything they left behind. Not out of malice. Not out of intention. Just because that's what it does. If you listen closely now, you might hear the wind move through the upper leaves. A soft, distant sound. Like a whisper that never quite forms words. It almost feels like the jungle is telling you something. Not directly. It doesn't speak like that. But it invites you to notice. To slow down. To look beyond what is obvious. Because beneath this calm surface, beneath the endless green, there are traces of something older. Something human. Something forgotten. And it has been waiting here for a very long time. Not calling out. Not demanding to be found. Just waiting. As the light begins to fade, the jungle grows dimmer. The soft gold of late afternoon turns into cooler shades. Shadows stretch. Details blur. The world becomes simpler, quieter. The sounds soften too. That constant hum lowers, like the forest is getting ready to rest. And once again, the silence returns. Not empty, not lifeless, but full in a quiet, steady way. You could stand here for hours and see nothing change. Or you could take one small step forward, into the green, and begin to notice what has always been there. Hidden, patient, and almost completely forgotten. Almost. If you take that one small step forward, the jungle does not react. No sudden movement. No warning. It simply accepts you. The air grows thicker almost immediately. Not in a bad way. Just noticeable. Like stepping into a room that hasn't been opened in a long time. Still, a little heavy on the lungs. You move slowly. Not because you have to, but because it feels right. Branches lean into your path. Leaves brush against your arms. Vines hang low, as if they forgot they were supposed to stay out of the way. The ground beneath your feet is soft, layered with years, maybe centuries, of fallen leaves. Every step sinks just a little. Every step makes a quiet sound that disappears almost as soon as it's made. And above you, the canopy closes in. From the outside, the jungle looked dense. From the inside, it feels endless. The sky is no longer something you can easily see. It exists, sure, but only in fragments. Small patches of pale light peeking through thick layers of leaves. The sun becomes less of a presence, more of a suggestion. Daytime feels softer here, almost like a very long evening. And this is how things stay hidden. Not because they are far away, but because they are covered so completely, so naturally, that they blend in without effort. From above, the jungle looks like a single surface. A vast ocean of green stretching in all directions. No gaps, no breaks, no signs of what might be underneath. If you were flying high overhead, you would see nothing unusual. Just trees. Just endless green. You could pass over the same spot 100 times and never once suspect that beneath that quiet canopy, there could be something else. Something built. Something planned. Something human. And that is what makes jungles so quietly powerful. They do not just grow over things. They erase them. Not in a dramatic way. No loud destruction. No sudden disappearance. Just a slow, steady process of covering, blending, softening edges, until the difference between what is natural and what is not becomes impossible to see. A straight wall becomes a gentle slope. A carved stone becomes just another rock. A road becomes nothing at all. Give it enough time, and even the sharpest corners fade away. Nature doesn't rush. It doesn't need to. It always wins in the end. And the strange thing is, this has happened more than once. Not just here. Not just in one forgotten place. All over the world, there have been moments where something hidden beneath thick forests was suddenly noticed. Not because it revealed itself, but because someone looked a little closer. Sometimes it starts with a shape that feels wrong. A line that is too straight. A pattern that repeats just a little too perfectly. Sometimes it's a raised patch of land that doesn't quite match the surrounding ground. At first, it's easy to ignore. Our brains are very good at explaining things away. Just a hill. Just rocks. Just trees growing in a strange way. Simple answers. Comfortable answers. But every now and then, someone pauses. They look again. And that's when things begin to shift. Because once you start noticing small details, you begin to see more of them. One shape leads to another. One odd pattern connects to the next. And slowly, very slowly, the idea forms. This might not be natural. This might be something else. Something older. Something hidden on purpose, or maybe just hidden by time. And suddenly, the jungle doesn't feel empty anymore. It feels layered, like a story written over another story, and then another, until the original is almost impossible to read. But not completely. Never completely. Because traces always remain. A slightly raised path that runs too straight for too long. Clusters of stones arranged in ways that feel intentional. Clearings that seem a bit too perfect, like they were once something more than just open space. The jungle keeps its secrets well, but it does not make them impossible to find. It simply makes them easy to miss. And for a very long time, that was enough. For centuries, maybe longer, entire places remained hidden simply because no one knew where to look. Or how? Imagine walking through this forest hundreds of years ago. No maps. No aerial views. No tools to scan the ground beneath your feet. Just you, the trees, and whatever you could see with your own eyes. You could walk right over the top of an ancient structure and never realize it. You might sit down to rest on what was once a wall. You might step across stones that used to form a doorway. All without knowing. Not because you weren't paying attention, but because the jungle had done its work so well that there was nothing obvious left to see. It's almost impressive, in a quiet way. The patience of it. The way it takes something complex, something full of life and meaning, and slowly folds it back into the earth. Not destroying it, just reshaping it, softening it, until it belongs to the forest again. And yet, despite all of this, despite the layers, the time, the silence, there is one thing the jungle cannot fully erase. The idea that something is there. Because once that idea takes hold, it changes how you see everything. Now, as you move forward, you might find yourself looking a little more closely. Not rushing, just noticing. The curve of the land, the placement of trees, the way certain areas feel slightly different, even if you can't explain why. And the deeper you go, the more that quiet curiosity grows. Not loud, not urgent, just present. Like a gentle question that doesn't need an immediate answer. What is beneath all of this? What has been resting here, for all this time? The jungle does not answer. It never does. But it doesn't need to. Because sometimes, the absence of an answer is what draws you further in. Step by step, breath by breath. Until eventually, you begin to find something that doesn't quite belong. Not yet. Not fully revealed. But close. Very close. And without realizing it, you've already started looking for it.